everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down following the run.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Set! Boom! Landed!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit!
Check three.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Detroit! Here we go
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! No. Set! Blue landed! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gun. Set. Blue landed. Detroit. Gun. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. looking from the gun. Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Set. Clean. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Go. Set. Green. Check. Crunch.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at. Here we go now. 319. All right, now, look at. Let's go, Philly. Here we land it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Leopard. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
on play action. They'll throw. A swing pass caught. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right around the 26. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Garoppolo on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go now. Over. Here we go now. Detroit. Gun.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Hurry up. Detroit. Gun.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
No. Check. Patriot.
And the wideout in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. All right now. All right now, look at 56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. New York set to take the field, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. No. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Solomon Thomas from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Set! Green, 39! No, check, Patriot! Detroit, here we go! Detroit! Green, 19! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Let's go!
Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose
yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check. Fresno. Switch.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. First down, Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
So now it's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Garoppolo now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, no, check, Patriot, Leopard. Hurry up.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Check four. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Here I come again. Gone.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. On to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as a ball.